Hello, fellow YouTubers. LegoWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And today I thought I'd do a collection update. I haven't done one of these in a little while, so thought it'd be fun to kind of go through the collection, just show what's new. I'm not gonna call out every single new thing like I normally do with these collection videos because there's a lot that I've gotten since the last time I did one of these. Just gonna point out a couple new things that I think are kind of noteworthy. Here's this poster I got for Transformers 1 when I went to see it. It's really cool to have this. Great movie. It deserved better. We got this Bumblebee poster from Rise of the Beasts. We got a Sonic themed screen glasses case. Let's see, I don't think I've shown this off in my videos, but here we have this Sonic shelf that's dedicated to most of my Sonic merch. There's some other stuff that I just can't fit on this display, but most fits here. So look up here, this is sort of the bad guy shelf. I got like the Death Egg and then the Death Egg robot. The Death Egg, I was able to get this for like $11 on Amazon, which I'm really glad about because it's a display piece, because that's really what it's mainly good for. It's not a very great play set. Then here we have, this is the classic shelf. I'm planning to get the classic Tornado at some point. I hope I can fit it on here. Yeah, there's that. Then here's the modern shelf. Got all the Chaos Emeralds in the front. It's so crazy to have an official Sonic with soap shoes on from Jakks. That's just really cool. And a Werehog. I really wasn't sure if they were going to do a Werehog. Yeah, happy with how this shelf is coming along. Then here we have, this is kind of my villains / neutral shelf. I got Eggman, Mephiles, Infinite, and that kind of thing. I would put Neo Metal Sonic here if Jakks had properly distributed that figure. I don't know what's going on with this line. You would think that toy companies would want to make their toys, available for customers to buy. But apparently toy companies don't care about that. Let's see. Here we got some of the Lego sets. Some more Lego sets. There isn't really a specific theme to each shelf. Is just kind of whatever fits. Got the Cyclone. Really glad that Lego made that. Bio Lizard. Another awesome set. Very first piece of merchandise for the Bio Lizard. That's really nice. And Supersonic Super Shadow. I love that they did an SA2 wave. And then, I don't know how audible this has been in the video, but if you're wondering what that background sound is, I have a 3D printer. Yeah, I just got one recently. I have a printing something for a college class. So, very excited to have one of these, and I hope I get to do more things with it. So here we got a Sonic sign, another Sonic sign. I know that one's been in my videos. Then here we have the Transformers Reactivate figures. Rest in peace, Reactivate. It's not a surprise that it got canceled, but it's still sad because that just seemed like it was finally going to be the return to form that we wanted for Transformers games. And, well, it's not happening, so I guess just cheap cash grabs is all we can expect now for Transformers games. We got this Sonic lamp. I don't know. I'm not entirely proud of owning this, but it was there and I got it. So that's really all there is to it. Let's see, here we have the Sonic Prime display. Everything Sonic Prime that Jakks made, I got it. Unfortunately, there's quite a few things they didn't make. We never got a 5-inch Dread, and they never made a 5-inch version of No Play Sonic. They just repacked the New Yoke Sonic. Then there's also a couple figures from PMI, like the Dr. Babel mech right there, that kind of thing. I'd still like to one day do a video where I just cover this line in its entirety. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. I just haven't done it yet. There's Lego Optimus, Tahu, and Takua. We have a couple 3D print things that just didn't really work out. Now here's a 3D printed Spyro. I did not print this one. I just found it at a antique mall. And I like Spyro. I needed some representation for him in my room, or one of my rooms, so why not? And there's a 3D printed dragon. That was just one of the presets. There's an attempt at 3D printing Surge the Tenric from the IDW Sonic comics. It was going fairly well, but then one of her legs broke off, so yeah, it just didn't really work out. Now she has a gaping hole in her head, so that's fun. Then here we have the Transformers 1 Optimus. Love the movie, but I don't really love this figure very much, but let's just move on. Got some random Star Wars stuff. And right here, I recently got some custom minifigures. These aren't official. Normally, I'm a purist with Lego, but I don't know. I went to MegaCon last month, and they just had a bunch of these custom ones, and a lot of these are things I don't think Lego's probably going to make, so I thought I might as well. Like some Arrowverse minifigures. That's Lego's fault for never making Arrowverse stuff. I know they had a couple of the convention exclusives, but yeah, they should have made way more. So, Lego, you missed out there, so I had to buy customs. Not that I really care about the Arrowverse anymore. That was just kind of to satisfy myself from a few years ago when I was way more into the Arrowverse, and it was still a thing. Here's all my books. Had to get a new bookcase recently, and one I'd had since 2012, and it was falling apart, so it was time to get a new one. In this bin here, we have a bunch of Sonic Squishmallows. I'm so happy they made my boy Silver. I love Silver, so he definitely deserved to get the Squishmallow treatment. I have most of them. I still need to get Big, Metal Sonic, and Super Shadow. I'm not really sure where to look for Big. Metal Sonic and Super Shadow are supposed to be a Target, but my Target hasn't been doing a good job at all recently with Sonic merch. Like, I never saw that movie 3 diorama set that had Agent Stone in it, so yeah, that's really annoying. Sonic and Blur, got that at TFCon, had some fan art, really nice. Have this Marvel themed calendar, and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff on my cork board. And then these are these danglers. I have the whole set, just have Glory on my bag right now, but these are from Wings of Fire, a book series that I've read. I'm a pretty casual fan of it nowadays. I mainly got these because back when I started reading those books in 2013, I really wanted Wings of Fire toys, and they just didn't exist back then, so this was kind of just a childhood fulfillment thing. I would really like to see a Wave 2, though, where they do characters like Keevely. I really like Keevely. On the back here, just got some random stuff on the back of my door. This Sonic lanyard that I'm pretty sure is unofficial. I mean, look at this character lineup. We got Sonic. That looks like the Sonic X design. We got Blaze the Cat. And then a Sonic that looks more like he's based on the game design. And then Charmy. I love it. I love how random it is. It's just that can't be official. So that pretty much does it for my bedroom collection stuff. So I guess now we can move on to the main collection room. So to start things off in the collection room, here we have this Autobot rug that goes under my game chair. Really nice. We have some Skylanders stickers. This Nest hat I got at Universal Studios a few years ago. Here's this one case. I know I haven't shown this one off in my collection. I got this after my last collection update. But this is all Ninjago. Not quite in the order that I would prefer. I've got this monastery up here. Then I have this island themed shelf, Seabound themed shelf. So far, so good. And then crystallized, Seabound, then crystallized again, and then Dragons Rising. It's just how I fit. It's not that big of a deal. I know my Ninjago displays are just going to have to be changing because it's not ending anytime soon. So there's going to be more sets coming, and more sets I'll be adding to the collection. And here we have my Bionicle display. This case right here, this is kind of 2001 through 2003, minus the Pordica Nuju minifigure. That's kind of the theme I have going here. I have all the Toamata, a couple of the Toanuva. We got Boxer, Uparu, and Jala, and Huki. I really want to get more of the Victorn, but they're just so dang expensive, so I just haven't yet. There's Borak, Roxy, got Jala with the Gecko Bird. And right here, we have the complete lineup of the Toa Metru and the Metru Matoran. I'm very proud to have both of these collections complete. I've wanted the Metru, the Metru, Toa Metru for a while. And just to finally have all 6 of them, it's very fulfilling. Then here, I have a couple Vaki that are still in the box. I got those at MegaCon, and I just haven't gotten them out yet. So we got Borzak, and then Matoro, kind of breaking up the 2004 theme I have going, but that'll be changing, hopefully. Then a couple more Ninjago sets from Dragon's Rising. I'm planning to relocate these at some point. Then here's kind of my spillover Sonic collection. First, I've got this really cool picture that's recreating the scene from the ending of the original Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. That's really cool. Then this 3-pack. I don't normally get classic stuff at 4-inch scale, with some exceptions, but it's Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. So I just decided to get these and keep them in the box because I like how that looks. And here's some kind of random figures, mostly Jax, and then Jazzwares Modern Sonic. Then a couple Boom figures from Tomy. A couple more Boom figures from Tomy. Then here we have the Movie 2 4-inch figures. And then we have the Movie 3 stuff with these 5-inch figures. These 5-inch figures have been so cool. I'm really excited to get Super Shadow and Gerald Robotnik. Hopefully my Target will actually stock those. I really do not want to miss out on those because those figures look really cool. Then a couple more 2.5-inch figures. Some Movie 2, some Movie 3, just kind of whatever fits. And a couple light-up figures, and then the Chow Mascot Tails figure, still kind of an odd variant. And I'm looking forward to that Chow Garden diorama set they're going to do with the 2.5-inch scale. That's going to be cool. And here we have a bunch of like catalogs and magazines, but the main thing here I have all the Sonic IDW comics I gotten, and also the Skybound Transformers comics. These Skybound Transformers comics have been really good. They've really been delivering on just what the shows I feel have been lacking. They do a good job with the characters, and they're more brutal. I like Transformers to be more brutal, and you've probably heard all the good stuff about these comics, so I don't need to go too much into it. Here I have a couple of the Ninjago Shatterspin comics. It's like a 4-parter, I think. I only had the first 2. I gotta get the other ones. Then the lenticular Sonic picture. Then this is mostly, this is kind of an IDW and Wreckers display. I want to get more stuff for this. I hope they just make more IDW stuff in general, because I don't have a ton of attachment to the comics, but I adore the designs. The IDW designs are so cool, and Hasbro really needs to make more. And I'm like, the fact they haven't made an IDW Rodimus just really baffles me, because that is such a cool design. Hopefully they'll make that soon. And here's my Prime shelf. I do have the Jet Viacon General. I got to review him at some point. And there's the Scraplets. Otherwise, these shelves haven't changed too much. You can't really see in there, can you? Here we go. I did add Chase since he's from the Align continuity. I got to pre-order the new Heatwave figure. I'm a little bummed that he's a retool. I think the mold they picked for him works well. It's just, I like Heatwave. He's my favorite rescue bot, and I kind of wish he'd gotten an original mold, but it's not the end of the world. Then here we have the animated Decepticons, my animated Autobots. I'm really looking forward to adding Wasp, the regular Wasp, because that was something that never came out in the original animated line. So to be able to add that to the shelf, that's just going to be awesome. And hopefully they do more stuff like that. Then here we have the Dinobots. Not often I can say a shelf is complete, but there's nothing else I need for it. Have all the 86 Dinobots. They look awesome together. I would like to get some upgrade kits for these figures, but I have all of them. And here's my 86 display. I am looking forward to finally getting the 86 Ultra Magnus. It's Big Bad Toy Store saying September. That's a little bit of a way, but hey, at least I'm getting him. Yeah, love that shelf. Still one of my favorites. Then here we have my G1 84 lineup. That's what I think of this shelf as. Minus the Lita 1 and Chromia, because I just couldn't separate him from Optimus and Ironhide. There's that 86 Optimus. Love, love, love that figure. I need to review him soon. I just want to make sure I do him justice. That's why I haven't done it yet. But a review will be coming. Here we have some more Autobots from anything that isn't the 84 lineup, pretty much. But Sandstorm, really good figure. I need to review him also. And here's my G1 Decepticons. I need to pre-order the Ramjet. Still haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And here's my Beast Wars Maximal shelf. Almost done with this one. I still need to get an Optimal Optimus and Transmetal Rat Trap. I might want to get a better Transmetal 2 Cheetor, because first off, I stupidly broke mine. Also, I just don't really care for that figure very much, so I'd kind of like to get a new version of him. And a Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia, but I just don't know if she's ever going to get a good figure. There was that third-party one that came out a couple years ago, but that didn't turn out very well, so I don't know, I just may not get one. I just had to stick with the Season 1 design, which I do kind of prefer anyway, but still. Here's my Predacons. I have a version of every Beast Wars character except for Quick Strike. I still don't have a Quick Strike. I hope they make a new version of him at some point. And here's my Rise of the Beast shelves. I did actually get the Rise of the Beast Optimus recently, the reissue. I just haven't gotten him out yet, but he'll look really nice on this shelf. Let's see, they still need to do Stratosphere. I didn't get the Noah Diaz. I don't regret it too much. It would have been kind of nice to complete the collection, but it's not that bad. And I don't have a Nightbird for this shelf either, and her figures didn't look that great either, so I don't regret it that much. Also didn't get the repaint of Freezer, which, again, I'm not too torn up about. I liked Rise of the Beast, but I'm kind of beyond it now. I did want to get the Optimus, though, because it looked really good. And here we have my Bumblebee movie shelf. I'm really almost done with this collection, technically speaking. There is the VW Bumblebee that came out recently. I'm not sure if I want to get it. It definitely looks better than the one that came out previously, but I'm not sure if I need it for the collection or not. I have so many Bumblebees, and honestly, just in terms of a figure for the Bumblebee movie, I just don't think anything can really top the Jeep Bumblebee. This one's still one of my favorites. I do like the idea of what they're doing with the concept art figures, because it enables me to put a Megatron on the shelf. I am a little mixed on this figure. In theory, it's really cool having a Megatron as a triple changer. I wish they did that more often, but I like how he looks in robot mode. Aside from that, though, transformations and his alt modes, and I'm not too crazy about them. It's nice to have a bigger Shockwave, so I don't just have this little one as my main Shockwave on the shelf. Then there's the Rumble. I do have Frenzy. Still need to get him out. I have a couple. I still got to get Skywarp, Frenzy, and Sunstreaker out of the box. Haven't opened those yet. Playing too soon, though. Yeah, I really like this shelf. It's another one of my favorites. And then coming down here, we got my Bayverse shelves. There's the Autobots. I still don't have an Optimus for that shelf, because, I don't know, the Studio Series Bayverse Optimus Prime figures, from what I've seen, it looks like they suffer from being over-engineered for their size. I still might get that Revenge of the Fallen multi-pack, because it would be kind of nice, because I love this Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, but he is definitely too big for this shelf. Then again, the Studio Series one looks a little too small, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. And there's the Decepticons. Some of my Constructicons that to this day I still haven't combined together to form Devastator. Here's a couple miscellaneous figures, mostly Generation stuff, but I do have the original Beast Wars Silverbolt, because while I still like that figure, I upgraded to the Legacy one. I think it was a needed upgrade. Let's see. Coming over to the other side, got more miscellaneous, more Constructicons, more Decepticons, and then more Autobots, mostly Bayverse with the exception of the Prime First Edition RC, because I wanted to put her somewhere. It's a great figure, I just feel. In terms of being the most accurate representation of Prime RC, she kind of loses to the mainline one, even though I still think the First Edition is the way better figure. So she had to go somewhere. Yeah, there's my Transformers movie stuff. Come up here, my Marvel shelf, or case. First 3 shelves I kind of think of as being more Avengers. Then this one, I sort of think of it as Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't know, it kind of also serves as a Thanos shelf, and then the random Bro Thor's new Asgard set. We got this shelf that's mostly Spider-Man. Then we have the collectible minifigures that they've done so far. Then we have a couple more customs. We have Kingpin, Venom, and Carnage as big figs. I'm really surprised that LEGO hasn't made these yet, because Spider-Man is probably the Marvel superhero that gets the most love from LEGO for something that isn't just MCU. They made a ton of stuff based on the comics. I'm surprised they didn't make those 3, because they're such iconic Spider-Man villains. I would like to kind of set up a more proper Spider-Man shelf. I'm hoping to get the Daily Bugle sometime this year, because it's going to be retiring this year. So the window to get that is closing, but hopefully I'll get it. And then I'm also excited about the Spider-Verse minifigure series they're doing. It'd be really cool. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite Marvel superhero, so I should have more representation for him. And here we have my X-Men shelf. We got the X-Mansion, the X-Jet, then there's the promotional Cerebro set. And yeah, I've got a bunch of customs in here also. Because most of this is stuff I just don't see LEGO making, because I don't know what else they could really do for X-Men. They made the mansion and the jet, and then the Sentinel is included with the mansion. What else really is there that's recognizable or iconic enough for them to make that could give us these minifigures? So I don't regret getting those customs. And there's an X-Men 97 sign. I like the looks of that. Then here, this is a Mandalorian display. And then come down here, we have what I consider my Clone Wars display. I have a bunch of Clone Troopers. I've had these for a long time. The Republic gunship, and then the tank. We had the AAT with Commander Cody. There's Obi-Wan in his Jedi Starfighter. Come down here. We had the Mandalorian stuff. Ahsoka with her Clone Troopers. Then we have the 501st, which also has a bunch more customs. I don't know if I see LEGO making like Echo and Fives. Echo, at least based on his like regular Clone Trooper design, because they made the Bad Batch one. And here's my Separatist shelf. Not a lot going on with this one that could really use some work, so we're just going to ignore that for the time being. Then that Mandalorian sign again. And here we have the Razor Crest. Still the original. I didn't get the UCS one. I just didn't see the need. Although I'm really ticked off that they put a Queel minifigure in that. So I guess I'm just not going to get a Queel, because he's pretty expensive on Bricklink, thanks to LEGO putting him in such an expensive set. And yeah, haven't done too much with this case yet. It's just kind of miscellaneous. A lot of it just serves as sort of spillover from the Mandalorian display, just stuff I can't fit on there. So I need to fill this up. Let's go into my closet. Not going to dwell too much on this. It's just kind of my stuff I don't have on display, or things I haven't opened yet. But bunch of Ninjago sets. Still gotta get into those. Some random Lego sets, a few of the extra Wings of Fire danglers. In order to get the whole set, I just thought the best option was to buy every single one that was at the store. That's what I did, and now I have a few duplicates. I did sell some of them off, but still gotta do something about those 3. And here's my unopened Transformers. That basically does it for the closet. Come right here, we have the Gamer Edition Transformers figures. The 3 that I have, I am very behind on this line, because a lot of people just haven't really enjoyed it, and that doesn't make me feel very inclined to get the figures. I would kind of like to get the Ratchet, because he looks really cool, and I've heard pretty good things about him. I think he would work well on my IDW display. And here's my Halo figures. I don't think I've added anything new to this. The only change I made is that I put little sticky things for the figures to stand on, because these guys fell over all the time and I got so sick of that. So finally just put things down to make them stick, because I'm not really going to get them off the shelves anytime soon. And then Across the Spider-Verse, check that out from the library, because despite my love for Spider-Man, I actually never saw the Spider-Verse movies until fairly recently. So pretty embarrassed about that, but I've seen them now, so all good. Have the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom poster. I'm kind of just now getting into Zelda. I just never got into it before, and I thought this poster looked cool. There's a Superman clock. Then here's my Super Smash Bros. Display, slash just a couple Jada figures that don't have anywhere else to go, but I just had to get them because their figures are so good. There's my Switch back there. And then here's my Retron 5. This thing is really nice. It's a great way for me to get into some older games. And here's more game stuff. There's my Switch games, my amiibos. Yeah, admittedly, it's kind of a mess in here. Come down here, have my Wii and Xbox 360 and Xbox One games, plus some of my older games that I play on the Retron, like some SNES games, one NES game, but it's been mostly SNES. A lot of fun. And then here we have more Ninjago sets on another shelf I've barely done anything with because I still have more sets to build. And that's pretty much going to do it for the collection update. I haven't done one of these in a little while. I like filming them. It's just my collection videos don't tend to get that many views. So that's why I haven't done them in a little while. But I just thought doing one where I didn't go too in depth about everything new that I added. I just hope that would be kind of fun for people to watch. So let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.